Today's the 28th of March. It's the end of March, bro. How is it possible? Because last time I checked, it was the 1st of January, and all of a sudden, it's the end of March. Bro, it's 2 months for summer. In 2 months, it's gonna be summer. In 2 months, it's gonna be summer. Let that sink in. In 2 months, it's gonna be summer. How many? 2 months. It's gonna be summer. 2 months. How is that possible? I'm not saying that I'm not happy, because listen to me. It's been like 3 weeks that the weather has been really bad, and I need it to be summer. But if it's summer, it means that I'm gonna be 21, and I don't want to be 21. Because if I'm 21, it means that I'm not even close to being a teenager anymore. This has been my first year as an actual adult. The moment that I'm 21, I'm gonna be like far from being a teenager. It's gonna be like, you're a fucking grown-ass adult. And I don't feel that way. The other day, somebody asked how old I was, and I almost said 18. I almost said 18. What? Where all the time goes, I'm going to find. That's how I feel. Because tell me why last time I checked I was 14 years old, and all of a sudden I'm 21. Last time I checked, I was in quarantine, and there was people dying outside. That was 5 years ago, man. That was 5 years ago. How is that possible? And this stresses me out, because it's like, we don't let ourselves have fun after the age of 30. Like, if you're 30 and you're still behaving like a teenager, you have problems. And I agree with that. Like, I see a person that's like 30 and it's like going to parties and to clubs, and I'm like, it's like, I know I'm part of the problem, but at the same time, it's like, when I'm gonna be 30, I won't feel like I'm 30. I'll feel like I'm 20. And now that I'm 20, I feel like I'm 14. You know what I mean? You know what I'm going with this? It's like, why do we not let ourselves have fun after a certain age? Honestly, I thought I was the only person that was having like this type of crisis right now. I was this close to ending my life, and I was like, this is like, I literally, how am I 20? Nothing ever happened in my life, and I'm 20, and next year I'm gonna be 30, and then 40, and then I'm gonna be dead. And I had this crisis, and then I thought I was the only person that was having this. And then I talked to my best friend, and she was like having the same exact issues. And I was like, damn, this is just a universal experience. This is like a canon event, you know? If everybody's going through this, most likely it means that it's like temporary and it's gonna pass. So if you're in your 20s or you're a teen or something like that, and you're struggling and you feel you're gonna be stuck forever, you're really not. You're really not, because listen, Earth is constantly spinning on itself and around the sun all the time. You're never in the same place twice, ever. As I was saying that sentence, I was in a place in the universe, and as I'm saying this sentence, and I'm in a completely different place in the universe. Things are constantly evolving, constantly changing, and if you're 20 and you still haven't figured out what are you gonna do with your life, it's fine. And you know why it's fine? Because honestly, dude, you're gonna spend so much time worrying about what you're gonna do with your life that you're gonna actually forget that life is right now. Like, this is happening right now. Man, you can't wait for everything to be perfect to be happy. Like, you can't expect to like be unhappy, stressed out, and doing 1,000 things now to be happy in the future. Like, I completely agree with doing things that are good for your future and not do just things that bring you happiness in the moment. But at the same time, you have to realize that you can't live in the past and you can't live in the future. You're always going to be living in the present moment. Always. All the time. It's never the past, it's never the future. It's right now. Always right now. If you have the option to do something that for you is more fun than going to the gym, why would you waste that opportunity? And I'm not talking about staying on TikTok, because let me tell you something. Staying on TikTok is not gonna make you feel good. Staying on TikTok and rotting in bed is not bringing you the happiness that going to the gym could bring you. You know what I mean? It's always like something that you have to calibrate, you know? You have to use your brain and calibrate a little bit. But like, I can't believe people my age, including myself, stress so much about the future, because this is like supposed to be the best year of our life, which is honestly, man, if this is the best, and we spend half of it worrying about the years afterwards, you know? And I didn't want this to be like a motivational video or anything, but like turns out it is, so it's okay. By the way, as soon as I finish recording this, I'm gonna go back to worrying about my future. So I understand where you're coming from, you know? I understand how it works because I do it all the time. But when you look at it from outside, like me looking at your perspective, I see it so clearly that it's like you're worrying about something that you're not supposed to be worrying about. But then I can't see my part. But you can see my part. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that's so confusing, man. Also, man, you don't know how much it bothers me that it doesn't exist like an abbreviation for used to not. Why? There's an abbreviation for can't, won't, shouldn't, couldn't. But then I have to say, I used to not have a job. I used to not. Why can't I just say I used to have a job? That is so cool. I want that to be a thing. Man, I want that to be a thing. Let's make that a thing. Like the abbreviation to I used to not. I used to have a job. That's so much easier than to say I used to not have a job. I used to have a job. Like, what? And it sounds so aesthetic too. It sounds like old English or something. Like, I used to have a job and now I do. Woo! Woo! Are you kidding me? I want that to be a thing so bad. So bad. So let's make it a thing. Let's make it a thing. Let's make it a thing because why not? You know? I just remember that I kind of have to plug myself because if I don't, like, you don't know that I'm on other social media, even though it's kind of like obvious, but like if I don't plug myself, you won't follow me, so like go follow me here. You know what I mean? I was debating whether or not to wear my glasses for today's video. And see, here's my problem with my glasses, because I wear glasses and it's like, I think I'm cute and I think it's cute to wear glasses because like it gives you like a vibe of like you can trust me, you know? We're just me without glasses, like, you see me in the street, I'm like, I'm gonna spill all the things that you tell me. But if I put glasses on, it's giving, I'm too smart for gossip. So you can tell me anything and I won't tell anybody because I'm too smart for gossiping. Right? So it makes me feel like people trust me more. But a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm blind from one eye. I'm not exactly blind, but I was born blind from one eye. This one specifically. I feel like you can tell now that I told you. Like, I was born blind from one eye. I was blind from one eye. I just had one eye. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy when you think about it? And then like I went through a bunch of processes and like I got my vision back a little bit. But when I put my glasses on, as you can see from right here, one eye is like way bigger than the other and it makes me a little bit insecure. Because like if I don't tell you, you won't notice. Like as soon as I tell you, you notice. And then it's like, and I notice. Like when I look myself in the mirror with my glasses on, I notice that one eye is bigger and it's like, I don't really like that. So I was debating whether or not to wear glasses or not. Every time I'm like this close to unaliving myself, I have to remind myself that this is just seasonal depression. It's like, and it's gonna go away. I'm gonna date you on my running because the last time that I recorded, I told you that I went on a run. And that was the last run that I ran. No, I ran another one and I had like a big mental breakdown during that run because I was literally 2 kilometers in and I literally couldn't take it anymore, man. I couldn't take it anymore. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was 2 kilometers in and I was huffing and puffing. And that's the problem. That like my lungs could take like, I don't know, 3 kilometers. But like my body couldn't. It's like my body was giving up on me. 2 kilometers. And I have to say, I have been sick. Like this morning I woke up and I was vomited. So I am sick, physically sick. But you know, I was sick, so it's normal that I couldn't run if I'm physically sick. I expected more from myself. And I always do. And maybe that's not healthy, but you know what? Expecting a lot from myself is the only thing that makes me do things. Because if I expected the bare minimum, if I expected the bare minimum from myself, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything. I have so many opportunities to travel this summer because like my parents are going to Thailand. Bro, Thailand is literally my dream destination. I've wanted to go to Thailand for so many fucking years, and now my parents are going to Thailand and I could go with them. But I also wanted to travel so many other places, and it's like I wanted to go to London, and then I wanted to go. My best friend is planning a trip for her birthday, and I have to be there. She wants to go to North Macedonia. Macedonia? Is that how you pronounce it in English? Macedonia, North Macedonia? I don't know. I wanted to go to Madeira for my birthday, and then I told a friend of mine that I was gonna go visit her in Finland. Actually, she's watching this right now. I feel like she's watching this right now. Shout out, shout out, shout out. That's so embarrassing that I did that. Here's the issue. If I go to Thailand, which was my dream destination, I won't be able to go to Finland because I also have to go to North Macedonia with my friend because it's her birthday. Like, she's gonna do that for her birthday, so I can't miss it. But if I go there, then I won't be able to go to Finland because if I go to Thailand, I will miss a month of work, and I'm a freelancer, so I don't get paid for vacations, which sucks. Can't believe my main issue in life right now is what destination to travel to. There's people literally dying, and my main issue right now is I can't travel to these places because I don't have enough money. That is so not humble of me. You can't be like, you have to be happy, you know what I mean? Who's dares to call me when I'm so big? Listen, the other day I went to the south, Tenerife South, which is a scary place. It's a scary place, man. If you've ever been to Tenerife and you're ever only been to the south, I feel like you're kind of part of the problem. Like, I don't mean to be a bitch, but like, you're part of the problem. I hate the south. Like, I love the south. I just hate the fact that it's so colonized by tourists. It's like, oof. But I went the other day and it was such a beautiful day. And guess what? They were filming a movie on the beach. I went and I talked to a guy that was working there. It was like, he was really doing anything. So I thought, if I talk to you, you're not going to be really mad at me because you're really not doing anything right now. And I went and I talked to this guy and I was like, where are you guys filming? Is this like a movie or something? And they were like, yeah, it's a Spanish comedy. And the actor from Money Heist is gonna be in it. And then I kind of regretted it because, like, why didn't I ask to be in it? You know how these people are always like, oh yeah, I started being an actor because I knew a guy and then the guy knew a guy and I got a job here and then it kind of just happened. That could have been me. I could have been like, can I be an extra in your movie? And they could have been, yeah, why not? They could have said, you crazy bitch, go home. But they also could have said, yeah, why not? At the end of the day, the most important thing in life is that you go follow me on my social media. Because if you don't, imagine not knowing what I post there. Like, that's crazy. That's literally insane. I could never imagine a universe where you don't know where I post on TikTok and on Instagram. That's tragic. I'm gonna go take a shower because I kind of smell like onions. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go take a shower. Oh my god, what's kind of like a cool thing that I could do for my outros? I feel like it's rude to just go away without saying anything. I feel like it's just rude. How about something like, should I do like, see you next time? Absolutely fucking not. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just gonna go.